Hey guys, it's Omar. So a few days ago, I had this friend at work who sent me a picture. He sent me a drawing that he made a few years ago, actually. I'm not sure how long ago that was because he said it was his childhood picture and now he's in his 20s. Um, but yeah, so what he did, he drew a necromancer. It was his character, and the name of his character was Necro. And like we made a joke about how unoriginal that name was. But yeah, so this time what I decided to do is that I decided to redraw it. And so I'm gonna show you what this picture pretty much looked like. It looked like this right up here. I mean, I wish I had like the physical copy that I would have like actually shown on the camera, but this is what we got. So we need to transform this and make it look badass, or at least try to make it look nice. Now, me personally, I haven't been drawing characters that much lately, and the only time I last time I drew one was like a few like months ago, and it was in a very anime style. So yeah, hopefully I can get this right.
So what I pretty much did, like, I started off with like a really nice sketch where I just wanted to get the feel for it. I was trying to see what kind of pose works the best. So I kind of went with the pose where his hands were like pulled out forward as if he's like about to like cast a spell of some sort or bring someone back to life or something like that. And after I got the basic shape down, I started adding little details like the hair, the face shape, and then the clothing. Pretty much the clothing was a challenge actually because I did not know what things to include, because like he in the reference picture that my friend drew, he added so many things and I had to really simplify the clothing. To have a good character design, you need to be simple about the clothing, or at least try to be simple about it, because if you add too much to it, it just looks out of place. So I try to simplify it as much as I can, and then I was still left with a lot of things though. And after I got the basic thing down, I did a little line art. I'm not a big fan of line art because I suck at it. um but I didn't do it that good though. It was just there to help me realize the shapes that I had, and I didn't focus too much on the line art as well because I was gonna paint over it anyway. But still, yeah. But I really think line art is important when you're drawing a character or something. You really need line art because it just helps your guide, helps to see, helps la, 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 helps guide your eye better. There, said it finally. Thank God. And then I'm also a big fan of shortcuts. Like for the wings, I just drew the left wing and then I copy pasted it on the other side. Hey, I mean it works, right? That's what these softwares are for, to make your life easier. And if you're not gonna use your shortcuts, then what's the point of drawing on a computer and not using the technology given for you, provided for you? Anyways, yeah. So I was done with the line art. It was a struggle, but we figured it out. Yay! After that, I used the lasso tool, made a selection of the entire body, including the wings and everything, because instead of painting it using the paintbrush, it would have been really hard to just like eyeball the entire thing. After selecting him, I filled him up with a natural, not natural, like a very neutral gray bluish color, and then I started painting on top of it. So initially, what I was planning to do is that I was gonna, you know, paint everything from the beginning till the end. Like if I start on the hair, I would paint the hair completely, then move on the skin, then on to the rest of the body. That was the initial plan, but then I just felt like it wasn't the right workflow, because usually the one that I usually follow is where I put the flats down first and then I'll add basic shading, and then I will add another layer of shading which is going to be on top of the line art. So that's my basic workflow, but I went against it a little bit in the beginning because I was experimenting a little bit. But you'll see down the road I'll go back to my original workflow where I'll just like start putting down the flats first and then everything else. Another thing, I was using my brush opacity on 30%. 30% usually works good for me. You can get a very wide range of value with 30%, but you don't have to stick with it. I mean, you can start with 10% or 60, 70, whatever it is, whatever works out for you. For me personally, 30% works better. So going a little bit on his backstory, so our character here, Necro, has a little bit of a backstory to him. So I'm not a big fantasy guy, but this is what Aaron told me. He told me that he's more like born for the sole purpose to destroy, like the villain, in every series. Like he's the main villain. He was born. He was created just so that he can destroy and create wars and stuff like that. And so he has no soul whatsoever. He's just a killing machine. And what he pretty much does, he brings back people from the dead, and then he uses them against other people. Like for example, well, why am I giving examples? For example, if he's fighting a guy, then what he would do, and the guy's loved one dies, so he brings the loved one back to life, and then he threatens the guy, hey, I'm gonna do bad things to her or something like that. But yeah, that's his story, and I didn't go that much in depth, but he's pretty much the villain, antagonist of a series. And all the clothes, apparently those are like the people he have killed, or the creatures and stuff that he has killed, and he just made like a body armor of some sort out of it. At first I thought those are dragon wings, but apparently those were not dragon wings. Those are wings of some sort of a creature. But I did reference dragon wings when I was drawing it, because yeah, what else was I supposed to do? So yeah, I'm almost done with my flats now. Flats, this took me forever. I feel like I've never spent so much time on flats than I did on this drawing. But when the flats are done, it's finally time to move on to shading. Yay! Shading is so hard, by the way. Like, I didn't know what to do. I really didn't know what to do. Like, my shades were all over the place. I had no visible light source. I had no idea what was going on. But I just had to make it look cool. So that's what I did. So from here on now, I'm just shading piece by piece, section by section, trying not to kill myself. So I'm gonna stop talking now, because I have no idea what to say anymore. I'm done. Alright. I'll be back in a bit. See ya.
Okay, so I'm finally done drawing this. I must say the results were pretty good, and it took me really long to make this. And that's the thing I realized. It made me realize that drawing portraits doesn't take that long, but drawing a full body character with just basic shading takes forever because you have all these colors and shading, layers and whatnot, and it took me forever, and I wasn't expecting that. But other than that, it's pretty cool. It's pretty nice. Honestly, I feel like I could have done better, but towards the end, I started getting a little impatient and just wanted to get it done. But I still had a lot of fun enjoying it. I had a lot of fun enjoying it. I still had a lot of I still had a lot of fun working on this, and looks very comic book style. And maybe because when I was looking up reference pictures, I was comparing my drawing to like professional concept artists, so which is why I thought that mine isn't that great. But I'm still happy what I've got. I'm always happy with what I'm always happy with what I make because that's how you learn, that's how you grow. Anyways, but thank you so much. Subscribe for more, share, comment, like, whatever you want. And if you want to leave some comments down there, let me know what I should draw next. It will really help me with my content. Other than that, see you later. Bye.